Yo, how are we all doing, man? What's good? How are we all doing? Welcome back to another live stream. We are so freaking close, man. We are actually so close to launching this thing. Like, look at this checklist, man. We have checked off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 items on our launch checklist. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 items left. Now, some of these items, they actually connect with each other, like the canceled subscriptions kind of connects into the URL plus backend server. So that's basically what we're going to be doing today. We're literally going to just be pumping out everything we can to get this app live. Like, let's have a look at Ace. I haven't opened it this all weekend. Hopefully it's still alive and kicking. You never know with these Vibecoding projects. Sometimes you open it after a long weekend, you come back and it doesn't even open. So, oh good, it's opening. Man, look how clean that thumbnail is. Like this is so clean. Today what I want to kind of test out is end-to-end project creation. So I mean, why don't we just do that right now? We build a team. Let's call it test website 9. Go through. We'll say we want to. You know what? Let's use the mic option here. I want to build a website that helps promote my app. My app is for productivity and boosting people's motivation to want to get tasks done. Just a random app I thought of just then. Let's see if the transcription works. Yep, boom. I want to build an app. Let's come through nicely. Continue. Let's see if this next step works. Okay, cool. It's asking me questions. Let's remove the guesswork. What does successful output look like? Final output is polished and usable. Final output is complete enough. Claims and recommendations. I mean, look, I don't like how it's cropped out here. Like this has so much room to expand. So before we get started, let me just take a screenshot of this. Let me go back over here. It looks like this. Oh, it's actually because I didn't merge this. All right, let me merge this. And already facing problems. Yo, Dion, what's good? What's good? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the live stream. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but you can see how the answers are kind of cropped out here. Now I'm just gonna go pick something random here. We'll just pick maybe this one. Okay, looks like it doesn't have any more questions to ask. We can go ahead and hit continue. Pick a team. We can go with 3. Probably want a once off here. It's building out the team with the prompts. Cool. Let's go ahead and create project. Okay, now while that is working, let's go ahead and we've got the mission contract up here, which is nice. Okay, cool. Yep, everything looks functional. Let me just have a look. Can you verify the Claude connection and how that is connected to the app? Because it's worth confirming that Claude recently changed their settings so we can no longer use the native CLI. We have to use based off of subscriptions or something like that. So can you just verify how Claude is connected to the app and if we need to change anything? This is going. So the other thing as well is we need to go end to end on the Stripe. So basically we've got the landing page set up. If I just go ahead and search up Ace, I think build with Ace. We've got our landing page. Your agents work together. Your ideas ship themselves. Assign AI agents to the same task and let them collaborate in real time. You can kind of see the different possibilities here. They can like debate with each other. They can go through these more complex kind of things. Built for one-person teams. Pick one. Why pick one when you can pick all three? So the ability to just have multiple AI agents inside of one area is pretty powerful. And then continue with Google, signed in. You can go annual or monthly. Continue to annual checkout. So this is, I will need to actually put my card details in and test that out fully. Yo, Tim, what's going on, man? Morning, Doobie. I took a week break, so I've been a bit quiet. Hope you're well, mate. I am fantastic, Tim. I am doing good. We are so close to launching this app. Look at this. We only got 4 things left on our checklist, so the goal is to just smash through it today. Hopefully we can get that step closer. We got an update here, but I want to kind of wait for this. GitHub drop down. Still not showing. GitHub menu still showing wrong UI. Kicking goals, mate. Love it. Great work. Cheers, bro. Hope you're kicking goals too, man. Now that you've taken your break, you should be good to go. You should be off to the races. So for some reason, when I right click this, it doesn't let me like, okay, weird. Let me just add that. When I right click the handoff, it shows me options, but it only lasts for like half a second before it automatically disappears. Can we look into why that is? The output and the system is currently running. So I believe it could be due to that. Maybe the rule could be that if an output is switched in the middle of a run, then it just gets queued onto the next run. Okay, we got 3 running already. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Get comfy, get comfy. I've changed my stream settings up a little bit, so hopefully you guys can see all right. I had a bit of fun side project during my rest. Built a Monopoly-style game designed to teach people about Australia's tax system through a game. Something a bit different. That's kind of cool. I actually like that. That's cool. Cool idea, man. Yeah, Australia's tax, for anyone that doesn't know, Australia's tax is cooked. Like, our tax system is actually messed up. It's taken me so long to understand it. I still don't fully understand it. I don't know where half my money goes with all this tax. It's actually kind of embarrassing. But I've spoken to a lot of people and they're kind of in the same boat as me. So yeah, Australian tax is proper cooked. They tax you on everything. It's actually crazy. I don't know what it's like in America or wherever you're from, but Australia, they tax you on everything. I'm new here. What exactly is this program? So this program that you're seeing in front is called Conductor, which I like to code inside of because it connects Claude and ChatGPT inside the same environment. And this is my app called Ace, which also connects Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini inside the same environment. And you can kind of build out these complex workflows and do basically anything, whether it's writing tweets for your Twitter account or being able to create more complex workflows to build apps or research. Preview is ready, opening your site. Yo, that's cool. That was quick. That was actually really fast. That I like how fast that was. Let me review how long that took. 6 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. I like that. Now, one thing worth noting is, yep, as you can see, Claude had a weird issue regarding the output. So let me just kind of show that here. And let's open. Wow, this website looks good. Turn every task list into a reason to start. Plan work in a way your brain can believe. A calmer path from overwhelm to action. Nice. It's not bad. I like it. Do these work? Yep, these work. Get early access. I mean, cool. Not bad. Let's I'm not entirely sure if the skill is being used. So let me just verify that. So I just ran a full loop from end to end where I created a new project and I got a team of 3 to build out a landing page. Now I just want to verify that the skills that we integrated, UI, UX, Max, are being integrated into these outputs. This skill is specifically designed to help with the UI component of whether it's building an app or building a website or whatever. Yo, Meta, you can read the description. I've actually changed it up a little bit now, so it's just straight to the point. I feel like there was too much fluff in the last one. What up, Thia Lamp? But the big question, can Ace build photography websites yet? Of course it can, dude. Are you serious? It can even do prank calls, bro. I know that's what you're probably going to use it for. You're probably going to use it to prank your buddies. Knowing you, Tim. I think we can try something more complex. Landing page looking great. I love it. Oh, even this is actually interactable. This is kind of cool. This moves a little bit. Nice little UI component here. Yo, Alpha, what's good? Good morning. Good morning. Let's check the, okay, use compact mission. We can go ahead and review this. So it was able to smash out a landing page pretty easily. So let's actually bump it up a notch. Let's do something a bit more complicated. I'm just going to go ahead and restart the app so we can get all the updates. At the same time, I want to understand why Claude is not working. Okay, let me just review the image. So, oh, see, look how clean that is, man. Such a clean thumbnail. Now I want to try again, but I just want, I'm curious, what's going on here? Why isn't Claude working in the app? Why is Codex having a fart on me? Codex farting on me right now. Okay, so investigate, implemented. Okay, I'll probably get a quick review on this. What up, what up? Welcome to the stream. Feel free to leave a like if you haven't already. Planning to smash it out today, so turn every task list into a reason to start. Like, this is like clean, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually really happy with this one-shot website. I noticed it might have actually gone ahead and done the website in the same local host. Is that worth checking? No? Okay. I think we're good then. No findings, we can merge. Verify Claude link. Why isn't this working? What's going on? Hello? Okay, weird. Let me just summarize. For some reason, Codex stopped working in the last chat. Can you please review and respond as to why Claude may not be working inside of the Ace app? Yo, what up, Slyphorn? How we doing? Good to see you, mate. Currently 9:40 a.m. Bit late, actually, to be honest. I think this is actually a bit late. It's a bit late for me, to be honest. I slept in a little bit. I was meant to wake up at 7. Couldn't get out of bed until 8. It's getting cold over here, man. It's getting so freaking cold. You just want to be in bed all the time. It's like, I don't know how to warm myself up. Maybe I got to turn the heater on before I get out of bed. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a little bitch. Who knows? Probably a bit of everything. Let's go ahead and merge this. This is good. I think it's good, at least. I read the repo instructions first, then the attached transcript. I've confirmed the workspace rules changes here do not affect unless they go through main. The transcript already contains, okay, blah, blah, blah. Is the UI UX skill working? The UI integration is active in the installed runtime and in the specific run you described. Evidence, current workspace is clean. So it was used for this, apparently. Can you verify it? Maybe I'll just ask. Is there a way to verify that it was used for this website we just made? Dude, why is it not working again? Call got past initialization, which is different from the earlier transcript. I'm waiting for the final event so I can tell whether the machine is currently fixed or still failing after startup. Dude. Guys, what's going on here? Codex keeps farting on me. Warm yourself up. Sounds like you need a coffee sponsorship on the channel. Tim, this is like day 30 of telling dudes to get us coffee sponsorship. I'm just going to give it a restart because I don't know what's going on. Which plans are you using for GPT and Claude? I'm using the $100 plan. I'm using the max 5x for Claude and the max 20x for Codex. Okay. I'm just going to archive. I'm just going to... No response. No response again. Please respond. Otherwise, I will shut you down. Oh my god. I'm just gonna... I think this is a curse. I think that one was cursed. Let me try again. So if we go in here... I don't think it shows... Yeah, it does. Okay. It does show previous state. I think we are having an issue with Claude and how it is hooked up into Ace, because you can see in the screenshot, failed to authenticate, API error, 401 invalid authentication credentials. Look into why this is occurring, because recently Claude released an update that no longer allows users to use the native CLI, which is a big change because now that means you're no longer using your subscription, you're actually using API rates. So look into what changes for us and how we can fix it. And I'm going to chuck you on plan mode so you actually give me a response. Little man is running around the house screaming at the moment, Sly. I would, but you'd not hear yourselves think. Ha ha ha. Sounds like a bad excuse to me. I'll be in here waiting. GPT 5.5 is genuinely so arse right now. Always have to micromanage. Really? Yo, bro, I found a thing to be able to use Claude Max for free and is in cookies editing. Really? Please explain, Season Row. Claiming to be able to use Claude for free. GPT 5.5 I really enjoy using, so I haven't experienced it being as ass as Claude. So hopefully that isn't the case. Maybe they're about to release a new model. Usually when the model gets a bit shit, it's due to that. It's WE benchmark. Wait, what? Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Is this outdated? Am I on the wrong website? Isn't it? What is it? It's like AI coding ranking or something. AI coding rankings. What's that website called? Arena's got some good stuff. All right, let's have a look at Arena. Opus 4.8 in web dev. Opus 4.7 thinking. Is that just... Where's Codex here? GPT 5.5. Damn, what the hell? That doesn't make any sense to me. Because that's actually not right at all. That's complete bullshit. I completely disagree with this. Never have I disagreed with anything more. I mean, where can I give you the code? I mean, I'm not just going to run code that some guy in chat's giving me. But feel free to just paste it in the chat and we can all verify. Where'd you learn it from? Surely there's like a post or something about it. Which auth strategy should the fixed plan target for ACE? API key first. Adds API key support while preserving existing CLI login as a fallback with clear precedence. So I don't know if does Claude CLI still work? I guess I'm asking the wrong question. What is it? --p? Does Claude CLI --p still work? Yes, the Claude-P flag still works, but its backend functionality and billing structure have changed significantly. Okay. Let's support both. The issue is that Claude has recently changed, as you can see here. Backend functionality and billing structure have changed significantly because it no longer charges you from your standard subscription plan. Usage no longer draws from your main interactive chat limits. Anthropic routes -p commands through a separate dedicated monthly agent SDK credit allocation. Once those credits are exhausted, billing switches to standard API usage rates. So, I mean, we can verify. Has anyone verified how quickly this runs out? Because I'm not going to lie, I feel like it's going to run out after one prompt. All right, let's just go ahead and approve. Yes, the page itself cannot prove hidden prompt usage, but Ace's persistent job and board state can. The URL serves the momentum landing. The match Ace job is, its proof bundle says artifact files, a persistent board system prompt for included internal skill UI designed for research, plan, and build. The build prompt includes the stronger build guidance first. Okay. All right, looks like it worked. So for the website, yes, the UI guidance was used and the persistence Ace state ties it directly. All right, cool. We can get rid of that. Maybe we should try something a bit more complicated. It's good to see that the contract is working as well. Contract still feels like it takes up quite a lot of space, but I don't know. What do you guys reckon? Maybe this tab can be minimized? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, this is for ChatGPT and Gives Pro. What you need to do is get cookie editor plugin, then go in Chrome or any Google, then clear the cookies after that, import that, and refresh the page. Yo, if you sent a paste bin season row, I don't think YouTube actually sent it through. We can't really see anything other than those two messages that I just read out. It almost feels like every time they release a model, it seems super cool and works great at first, but over time they make it worse. 110%. That's the whole business model, man. It's to show you this cool flashy model at the start and then, you know, a little bit like, oh my God, my hair looks shocking. Why didn't anyone tell me how shit my hair looks? Dude, what the hell? I gotta like wet it or something. I'll be right back. Yeah, I don't even know if it's fixable, to be honest. My hair's just cooked. I need a haircut. Silly Led, what's good? What's cracking? My hair looks like poop. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate the kind words, I think. All right, maybe we should try... Let's have a look at this checklist real quick. For those just joining, we're testing out my app Ace, making sure everything's good. We got a checklist here for launch. I should probably call that launch checklist. This app will be available soon. So URL plus backend server, onboarding, set a new branch in GitHub. We're almost done. I think we can kind of verify this. One thing I do need to add inside of Claude Design is if we go inside of Ace, new chat, we need to create a login for the Ace app itself, like a kind of a page where users can log in using Google or email, and that exact login is how they connect their account to our backend after payment. And if their account is valid, it just signs them in usually, like they would normally just enter the Ace app. However, if they have not paid yet, it would just say like something like account not registered or whatever, and then have a button which will send them to the landing page. The paste is joking words. I don't mean it. Lol. Doobie, what's your community link for your thing? I want to join and Tim just CTA'd me. Feel free to. It's the first link in the description, bro. So yeah, free AI community right there. The school link. Feel free to join. For those that don't know, I recently started a free school community. It's completely free. I just wanted a place where I could chuck all of my resources in one place. So if you go into classrooms, you'll be able to see every single resource that I've ever talked about inside of here. We've got like a $1 million polymarket trading bot in here. We've got a expired patents side hustle in here. This one's been really popular, 3D room scanning for real estate agents using Claude. Check it out if you haven't already. Lots of good stuff in here. Constantly there's people asking questions and yeah, cool stuff like that. So if you want, it's the first link in the description. Check it out. Let me go ahead and accept Metehan Bergin. There you go. You're in the school community now. All right, quick questions for the ACE app login. Focus centered, explore a few options. What happens when a valid paid account signs in? Show a quick, just a spinner straight into the app, minimal, brief welcome back confirmation, then opening ACE handoff. Give me 3 options. The not paid state, what should it be? Give me 3 options. I'm just going to say give me 3 options for everything. The button on the not paid state, get ACE, decide for me, get view plans, ACE landing page. Yeah, view plans, done. How should I let your preview, maybe actually I just say decide for me. Here I do brief welcome back confirmation, then opening ACE handoff. Show a quick account confirmation card with an open ACE button. I think brief welcome back. How should I let your preview both outcomes? 2 Google accounts in the chooser, 1 registered, 1 not. A tweaks toggle to switch the accounts between paid, unpaid. Both chooser accounts and a tweak. We'll just say a tweak toggle. Done. What variations to compare or 1 polished version? 2, 3 version. Okay, cool. I think that's it. Have I answered everything? Yes, I have. This exact multi kind of choice answer that I just went through is the exact same thing that I am trying to build with ACE. As you can see, when you first join and you kind of say what your mission is, you're going to get this multi-choice thing, right? What does success... Okay, so one thing I've already noticed is this section seems to just kind of copy the same thing over and over again. ACE handoff, menu flicker, no, ACE generated plan fallback. We can see that the bottom custom is still getting cut out. And I noticed I've gone through 3 or 4 different projects now, and they all only ask me one question, and then it just cancels out. So ideally, there's a few questions being asked, and I noticed it's the same question every time, which is just what does success look like? This is not using our native AI that we've integrated into the app to actually think through the user's goal and to ask appropriate questions to remove ambiguity. So we need to think about, okay, what are some questions that would help the team better understand this? And the questions need to be different based on the user's mission, right? Right now, I'm not seeing that. Yeah, so that is what we're trying to do, but it's not working. I'm doing good, by the way, Celia Laird. Thanks for asking. Did any of those come through for anyone else in chat? What? Give me 6-7 option lol. It's official 6-7 day. If you didn't know, do be lol. Is it actually? Was 6-7 made exactly 1 year ago? Has it been in 1 year anniversary already? Dude, have you noticed that deep into search spins up like 132 plus subagents and burns through tokens? Deep into search. I have not noticed that, no. Is this Claude or Codex? Mirakami. I just use Caveman to try and use / save the tokens. Caveman's good. Got you YouTube, you will not defeat me. Domain school direct vibe builders about. Apparently the paste bin blocking my code, so where else should I upload it? If you can do without a username, trying like 0bin and stuff, yeah. But because the date is in freedom country is 6-7. Oh, right, gotcha. Well, you know, in Australia, it's actually the other way around. We do the day first, then the month, then the year. So for us, it's 7-6. So a bit different. Fix Claude Auth. Let me just get a review on this. Dynamic missions going. Which sign-in flow? Sign-in flow. Where am I looking exactly? Which one is it? Ace orbit cards, Ace sign-in flow. Ace sign-in flow. How many freaking Ace sign-in flows are there? Ace card identity, is this it? No. Yeah, look, I've got no idea which page this is. I'll let it cook. I'll let it cook a little bit and we'll come back to that. Is like .cc and then that code, because YouTube does not let me paste the link. Yeah, they're just saying because of America style dates or Canada. I mean, I'm sure in America right now, you're just walking on the streets and everyone's just going hard. Such a stupid meme, man. Such a stupid meme. I guess it blew up because of just how easy it is to understand across like every country. I've noticed memes, they can transcend like the language barrier. So you go to like, you know, India, they know what 6-7 is. You go to, you know, China, Korea, they all know what 6-7 is. Go to Turkey, they know Turkey A, they know what 6-7 is. Like everyone just knows what it is, you know? I don't know if you guys watch speed streams, but you'll see like every country you goes to, they all know what 6-7 is. All right, I'm gonna test this. While this is all going, I actually want to test the purchase kind of ability. So let's go ahead and try so let's start free. Let's go for the monthly, continue to check out. And now we're in here. So I'm gonna try and subscribe now. And let's just see if it works. Yo, it should be easy for you if I send you an email. I mean, season row, bro. I'm not gonna try it, to be honest, with you. Just mainly because I don't want to. But feel free to chuck it inside of the chat. All right, I'm gonna try pay with Apple Pay. Let's see if that works. It's not letting me. Okay, scanning. So is this actually gonna work? Won't be charged to charge you according to the. Okay. I'm right now making a purchase for Ace. Let's see if it works. And boom. I am in. Okay, so one thing worth noting. Off the rip, we can see that there's an issue, right? You can see that it's charging me $99 a year, renews 8th of July. Like this plan thing doesn't actually fully work. So I just went to pay. I think it's going to be in here. No. Which one was it? I think this one. So I just went to pay for the $15 a month plan. However, you can see even after I paid for it, it's telling me $99 a year, renews 8th July 2026, which isn't the plan that I bought. So we need to make sure that it shows the correct plan. Also, can you please review that in the back end, everything worked the way that it should? It got saved into Superbase and everything. So if this user were to then sign in and use the app, it would all function correctly. Yo, let's go. End to end. We are rolling, baby. Let's have a look at the app, Ace app login. All right, let's have a look at our Ace app login page. So as you can see here, inside Ace, it looks like this. Welcome back, sign into Ace, open tweaks toolbar, flip account between registered, not paid. Click any board to focus and click through. Pick up right where you left off. I kind of prefer this, to be honest. Spotlight, quiet, not paid. All right, let's go registered. So I hit continue with Google, I sign in, opening your workspace, loading screen's a bit wonky. Taking you to your boards, one moment. Okay, and then it would be like that. This one, we go log in, signing into Ace, welcome back Doobs, opening Ace. Okay. This one is just simple, signing into Ace, welcome back, opening Ace. Okay, not paid. Sign, continue with, okay, no plan, and then view plans. Okay, cool. Nice. Looks good. Okay, so I think I'm leaning towards welcome back. Spotlight. I'm leaning towards Spotlight. However, it says sign into Ace, welcome back. Whether I'm registered or not paid, like the first thing it says. What if I'm joining for the first time? Feel like the text shown here should be more kind of around any user, whether you're first or this is your second time or your third time. Also, remove the use of M dashes and reduce, like, you don't need to have any like subtext or anything. Subheader. Season row, look, I appreciate it, bro, but I'm just not gonna do it. Fix Claude 401 auth. And the thing with like finding these like little shortcuts and stuff to be able to use Claude or Codex for free is they just get patched up so quickly. Like it's not even worth the effort of like going through and like using it for free. I mean, it might be worth it for some people, but for me, I'd just rather not. Refine, fix dynamic mission clarification questions. Let's review. Let's chuck some music on. Get this party started. Music creator. Okay. Found it. The element is pinned at the start frame. Let's see if we can fix the bit loud music. Let me chuck it down a bit. All right, let's see if we can fix the Claude auth situation, because that seems to be the biggest issue right now. Okay, while that's loading, let's see if this is what the build passes, but the focus test exposed an existing test environment issue. Directly also imports the server only Supabase admin. Let me check if that actually took money out of my account. No money has been taken out of my account. Okay, cool. Tempted to try something a bit more complex. Just want to make sure that app is functional, man. We're very close. I think we're like 90% there in terms of smoothing out a lot of these problems. No findings. Okay. Changes made. Step 02 now sends the active ACE model configuration to the mission architect endpoint. Malformed or success only AI clarification output is rejected, so it no longer collapses into one generic question. Deterministic fallback now asks useful, deliverable, and operating mode questions for ambiguous missions, plus mission class questions, web images, and code workflows. So option lists and command input scroll instead of being cut off by the footer. Merge latest origin cleanly before push. Note, I could not do a Playwright screenshot pass because Playwright is not installed in this workspace. Work tree is clean. Okay. Let's go ahead and merge. See if this works. What's going on over in auth? Note the first concurrent build run time run collider with a simultaneous next build block. Let me review. Is this done? This is still going. Now let me verify the fix. Content should be visible even in capture. Let me fix the spotlight board. The visible fix works and the copy is now neutral and minimal. Sign into the Ace. Sign into Ace. Okay, let's see. Sign into Ace. I noticed that we kind of need a logo. Like this Ace, this placeholder is not cutting it. I think it should just say sign in. I think let's remove option. Let's remove all options except spotlight. And can we see it in a light mode? Let's also just have it say sign in, as we already have the Ace logo above it, so we don't need to repeat it twice. Continue. You're in. Opening Ace. We have already got, you know what, I'm gonna leave it. Hey, I tried posting my iOS app on the show off section on the Vibe Builders Discord, but it got deleted because it has a link or something. Do I need a higher level to post links? No, it should be fine. I don't know why it didn't work, bro. Give it another go. It should work. Like, you're allowed to post links in there. It could be maybe the type of link that you sent. Maybe try like a link to a post of it launching or something. I'm not too sure. Was it like a bot that rejected the link, or was it like an actual person? No review findings. Okay, let's create PR. Everything is looking good. Everything is coming along. Yeah, try again and see if that works, because that shouldn't be happening. Maybe we need to reduce our bot restrictions. Fixed and deployed. The issue was a display bug, not a payment storage failure. The backend had the correct monthly subscription, but the success screen was falling back to the landing page's default annual plan. User existing is Google authenticated. Paid. Stripe subscription is active. Stripe price is the monthly plan. Shipped, merged, PR merged. Okay, everything's good. I think we can review. I don't mind the sign in. Maybe we even remove the sign in. Let's remove the sign in text, and let's just have the logo Ace and then continue with Google or continue with email instead. I need to create logo. Do I still have a subscription for Midjourney? Let me check. Yes, I do. Okay. Let's try create a logo. Minimalistic logo for my SaaS. Minimalistic logo. Ace. Actually, let me ask Claude Design. That's not a bad idea. Boom. Looks great. Looks great. Now in a separate HTML, can you please help me design the Ace logo? Can you give me 10 options? Across different styles like minimalism, retro, close to the app UI, some with like the full Ace text, some with, you know, nothing. All right, let's see. No review. Codex GPT 5.5, definitely something wrong. It's been a bit wonky this morning. I think we can get the Ace app login. And we can just share this, export as standalone HTML. Restart. All right, let's try build something a bit more complicated. What could I build? Pomodoro. How about a Pomodoro timer? New project. Something went wrong. Ace hit an unexpected error. This usually fixes itself with a refresh. When I went to go create a new project, we got this error. Please look into why and fix. Yes, dude. A mate named Mark recommended a Pomodoro system for us. I love the idea, yet to test it. That's the work rest ratio system, yes? Yeah. Dude, I use Pomodoro all the time, man. It's so good. Like, I highly recommend using, and like it's really easy, dude. All you got to do is just search up Pomodoro timer. I just use this one. It's literally so easy. Just start, work for 25 minutes, and then it gives you a short 5-minute break or a longer break, and then, you know, have a drink of water, look out the window for a little bit, and then boom, start another 25 minutes. And this works really well for long hours for me, I've noticed. Oh, this is kind of clean. I like the Ace of Spades option. Can we explore more around this? Like, both lint and typecheck are blocked by missing local dependencies, with TypeScript resolving to an unrelated parent level packages. My app is breaking. Dude, this card one is sick. How clean is that? Ace. Cool. Things are going smooth. I'd almost want to tick off the URL plus backend server. We're almost ready to tick this one off. Instead of picking an existing house, make it an Ace of AI with those weird star things that all AI apps use. Oh, I see what you're talking about. I've got a bounce doobie, got to fix a mower. Good luck. Cheers, Tim. I'll catch you later, bro. Peace out. What up, Payne? How we doing? We are currently working on our agentic coding environment, Ace. It's not a bad idea, actually, Tim. What if the logo was just the spade? Let's see if this works again. No. Let me check if people are reporting anything. Codex 5.5. Recently been feeling like Codex 5.5 is Codex is gapping 5.5 too. I set up my own harness and it seems to work just as well, but with significant lower task times for no noticeable difference in quality. I'm exclusively using Codex AI tool. My Claude Code app currently low. I mean, no one's making anything. Maybe I'll make a tweet. Anyone feel like Codex 5.5 is being nerfed currently? Yo, follow me on X if you haven't already. Reply to the tweet. It's just Doobie Booby with the 3 eyes. Ooh, these are cool. So we got Ace. Also, while that is happening, let me also just say, export this as a HTML. Okay, yo, these are looking clean. Ooh, 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 yo. Damn. I wonder if the spade... You got the app poster work? Good shit, Grizzly. I wonder if the spade can replace Ace. Let me actually just quickly check that myself. So if we were to just get this and put it here. What if I remove the background? What if I remove the background here? And then I changed the color. What are we thinking, guys? Yay, nay? Yeah, look, I don't know. I don't think I love it. I'm trying to think if there was like a triangle. And this was white. Kind of looks lame. What are those just a smaller? And this was just white. And instead, we were able to erase just this section. Okay, that looks lame. That looks so ass. That looks so shit. Okay, yeah. Remind me never to do logo design ever again. Thank you. Okay, let me just review. Fix plan display with stripe. We need to integrate our app, downloaded app, with the database of paying users. So I've created this app login that users should go through when first opening the app. Now, I don't think they need to have to do this every single time they open the app, but I think maybe we could make it like once a month. Open the app. Then you use every single time. ... But we should have some like back-end verification. So if they cancel their billing, for example, we know that after the date of their cancellation, they no longer have access. No findings. Cool. We can merge this. Hopefully that fixes everything. Yo, Emilio, what's good? I'm doing great, man. How are you? You haven't missed a whole lot. We're just currently working on the billing for Ace, and we're also kind of working on the logo. So we did it end-to-end with the stripe, and it's working fine. But now we're trying to fix the logo. What do you reckon? Which one do you like the most? We got the ace of spades. We got the ace Loki with just the spade is kind of cool. I kind of like just the spade. Spade mark. Let's lock in spade mark. Remove all other options. I think we just keep it minimalistic, you know? Ace, boom. Which system should Ace treat as a source of truth for paid access? Is this in Sube Stripe? How aggressively should the installed app revalidate subscription access after the user has signed in once? Startup plus 6 hours? Nah. What? How aggressively should the installed app revalidate subscription access after the user has signed in once? I think least disruptive, but cancellations made while Ace stays open are not enforced until restart. Alright, startup plus 6 hours. Should the plan include enabling paid access enforcement in the runtime release config or only the login UI backend code? Ship public billing config with runtime build, so installed Ace requires active access after the PR merges and runtime publishes. Should the plan include enabling paid access enforcement? Yes. Not gonna lie, I'm not really at my best right now, but I don't want to bother you with that. Also, the spade mark looks great. Thanks, bro. What's wrong, man? Why are you not at your best? You're not getting enough sleep? Your app failing? Hope everything's alright with you, bro. Also, it's late as shit where you are right now. What's the time over there? Isn't it like 1 a.m. or something? What should Ace do if a previously signed in user opens the app but subscription status cannot be reached? To the backend responds, which gives strongest billing enforcement. What should Ace do if a previously signed in user opens the app, status cannot be reached? Allow access only until the last verified. Block Ace until the backend responds, which gives strongest billing enforcement. How closely should the in-app login match to the attached standalone design? adapt Spotlight, but once the user logs in, I think we can utilize our board loading screen that pops up there after the welcome page. Adapt Spotlight. After the welcome back page, also adapt the unpaid user flow login entirely. Exact replica. Alright. Let's see if this works. It's 2 a.m. LMAO, and for what it's worth, I failed my year of study, which I had already repeated, so now I don't really know what to do. Damn, bro. What you mean you failed? How'd you fail? What happened? Bro, that sucks, man. I feel for you. What are you gonna do? Like, what's the first thing that comes to mind now that you've failed? And also, what are your parents saying? Are they pissed off or? For what it's worth, man, I don't even use my uni degree. So, you know, probably worth not taking advice from me, but, you know, I graduated, and like I said, I literally paid someone inside of my agency to do the assignments for me, because I found out that I was losing money when I was working on my assignments because I couldn't work on my agency. And like, to this day, like, I've learned so much more actually going out and doing the things that I want to do rather than the theory behind it, you know? Did I get the logo? Download Ace logo. Nice. Did that work? Ace app login? No. Do I need to be on the page? Just gonna download 50 of them now. Watch. Download button not working. See, this works. New project, build a team. Cool. So if I go into connected tools, it's saying I failed the exam. I don't really know. And in France, we have some solutions like studying while working in a company, but I just knew I failed 2 days ago. So I just started to research the solutions. Yeah, fair enough, bro. Far out. That's tough, man. That actually sucks. Let me just check. Daily Included routines, usage credits. Agent SDK, was that? Includes routine runs per rolling 24 hours. Turns on usage credits to keep using Claude if you hit a limit. Turn these off actually. I should have learned more about, where is the bar for this? There's usually meant to be like a where can you view Claude-P usage? Settings, usage, manage usage credits for paid Claude. Where can you view Claude-P local CLI usage? Agent SDK usage, Claude Agent SDK usage, Agent SDK usage. You can view your Claude Agent SDK in 3 ways, depending on how you use it: through built-in CLI commands, your Anthropic account dashboard, or programmatically in your code, or cost or stats to see a breakdown of API token usage, to view a live breakdown of context window usage, to account and team level, log into Anthropic console programmatically in your code. Dude, what are you talking about? Hold up, let me just verify. It's not showing. Man, I wonder if anyone knows that. Yo, Slyphorn, you in the chat? Okay, let's go. Pomodoro timer. I want to create a Pomodoro timer app inside of that I can use inside of my Mac to help me with my working habits. There a timer app that I can use inside of my Mac to help me with my working habits. Oh, dope. Slyphorn in the Discord vocal, cool. Drafting, okay, this is taking a while. Let's remove the guesswork. Drafted from your mission. Each answer sharpens the brief before the team. So this feels a bit like constricted. See how much extra space there is here? The onboarding for step 2, it feels very squished. See how much additional space there is yet we're squishing everything and having the user scroll to view all the answers. It just doesn't feel very well thought out in design. Also, that first question, what should the team produce first? Written output, research output, built artifact. This aren't the right questions to be asking someone who is non-technical. Non-technical person just wants the finished result, right? That's the whole point of the team, is to just go end to end. From one stage, you've got the idea, and then in the next stage, you've built it. That's the whole point of running this team, is you don't need just one document anymore. You can just go from end to end because there's enough manpower and agentic force behind the idea. Yo, Slyphorn. I need your help, bro. So, you know how Claude recently changed their usage for -P? And now it comes out of the Claude plan. Do you know how to check that usage? You know what I'm talking about, right? Like, I can't find that usage bar anywhere. Because they recently made it so that you use the native CLI comes out of your API credits or API billing, except every account has like a certain amount of dollars behind that API billing. So whether it's $100 for max 5x plan or $200 for the max 20x plan, all accounts have like a level. You know what I'm talking about, but negative? Yeah, dude, they've like hidden it, man. It's not even in the usage. I'm updating the intent planner so ambiguous fallback options describe user outcomes. I can use it myself, ready to share, clear next step, and Ace handles it end to end. That aligns the questions with what the team is supposed to do for non-technical users. The planner fallback is now outcome led, and app missions are treated as app missions. I'm patching the step 02 component so the mission summary lives in the brief panel, not as a duplicate block that steals height from the answer. Mission recap is removed from the main column. Yeah, true. If it's down here, we don't really need it up here. Is in place. Okay, cool. This is good. Let's go ahead and review. I don't know anything about Claude ecosystem. I'm an Ollama scrub. So fair, dude. What Ollama model are you using? Yeah, shady. I don't like that. Time to get and build a local skill or tool to track everything yourself. That's a good point. That's a good point. Maybe I will do that. How do you get your projects to work this way, where you have different AI models within Claude and have it ask you questions throughout the project creation? Thanks. This is my app that I'm building, Mowol. It's going to be available very soon. Feel free to be one of the first to know about it. There's a link in the description to sign up with your email. But this is basically an app that helps non-technical people build out a team and basically go through this stage of like having to build out like an auto script writer, for example, right here, as you can see. where you can kind of build these systems, and we're able to kind of, yeah. Build a system to scroll and discover the whole Anthropic SS space / page. Maybe the data exists somewhere. API. I mean, that's not a bad idea. Let me actually use it and build it through Claude Code. All right, what we got here? Opus 4.8, 1 million context. Feature of the week: run a prompt or / command on a recurring interval. I want to build a dashboard that analyzes the usage limits and usage of my Claude subscription. This includes Agent SDK usage. This includes the Claude design usage. This includes every single aspect you can think of, and it should be more in depth, like tokens in, tokens out, what projects are using these token the most. Can I go on plan mode? Plan mode. The dashboard and UI should be super user friendly, and to the point where all a user has to do is, I'm planning to make this an open source project. So all a user has to do is really just click on download the repo, and then they'll be able to view their own dashboard with their own kind of issues and stuff. Come up with and brainstorm what it is that a user would want to see their tokens being used for. What sort of analytics are actually useful for a user? The biggest one for me is I have no idea where the Agent SDK usage is. So I know that there's a separate usage bar for that inside of my plan, but there's nowhere for me to verify it. So I want to create a tool that can help display this, as well as all these additional points that I've talked about. All right, peace out, Slyphorn. Build a system, good use of gray on the background for user experience. Not as big of a flashbang, still on as light theme, bravo. Thanks, bro. Slyphorn compliments, man. They're rare to come by. You get one, you got to make sure you soak it in. Let's go ahead and merge. Doobie, we're a lot on the Discord. That's good. That's what it's for. Yo, we got all four of these guys cooking in the Discord. Let's go. Maybe I'll join in a bit. I did download the Ace app. No, that's Ace app login. This is Ace logo download. Cool. Okay, let's let me just check if that works. So we've got this context block here. If I was to paste in a URL, is that... Defo, a useful tool. I thought it was something Claude created. Nice idea from you. Thanks, bro. Another thing worth, I guess. Okay. In here, I chuck this and I hit add. When I'm inside of the URL context and I chuck a URL and then hit add, I think it's fair to say that we can now remove the bar, the menu option. Because if a user has gone that far, then it's safe to say that they no longer need the menu. So I'll should remove type. Inside of the context block, we should also remove the type, as this doesn't even do anything anymore. If the user wants to change the context, they can simply delete the block and create a new block with the right context. Okay, so we added this. What is the branch, etc., so we can review. We just added a login screen to the ACE application that is downloaded. Can you please configure it so it's connected to the database? Do you have private sessions for people that may want to discuss their personal project with you and get some advice? Yeah, 100%, man. Inside of the school community, the first link in the description, every Thursday afternoon, I do a live Q&A one-on-one. Like whoever rocks up, I can help out. If we go into calendar, you can see it every Thursday. If you join this, I will literally help you out. I'll answer whatever questions you have. If you want to share your project, you can do that. It's completely free. 1 hour, I will just be live. Whoever rocks up, we can have a conversation. We can do a live Q&A. You can ask me questions. We can do heaps of stuff. So yeah, feel free to join the school community if you haven't already. There's literally a lot of value that I'm trying to provide in here completely for free. Like there's no reason not to join it. So yeah, feel free to join every Thursday. I do the live Q&A. This is the new logo for ACE. Please apply it everywhere possible that the original logo was placeholder implemented, and replace it with this one. There shouldn't be a single spot where the original logo was implemented that this shouldn't be in. music back on. Got to lock in. How many people we got in the chat? Yo, we got 4 mofos in here. Going hard. Can we adjust the site to include pink? Alright, fine, I'll give a restart. Confirm and configure the downloaded ACE app login gate is connected to your base and the billing database through the merge runtime from PR. What I verified, how the app login now works. No follow-up code commit was needed because the merge PR already contains a database connection to config and the runtime is already published. Okay, perfect. Internal server error. Nice. Perfect. That's exactly what we like to see. Just restarted the app and I got this error. Yeah, Codex is low-key shitting the bed right now. This is the most amount of issues I've faced. Anyone reply to me on X? Super curious. Also, can I check out this new article? I just want to change this title real quick. The article will be temporarily unpublished while you edit and won't be publicly visible. All existing engagements will be preserved and carried over when you republish that. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that. Anyone reply? Shouldn't be prompting coding agents anymore. You should be designing loops that prompt your agents. Yes, that's literally what I'm doing. Save that. All right, getting distracted. I think Claude Code is the best at the moment, especially after that Opus 4.8 update. Workflow feature was a game changer. Yeah, you reckon? Maybe I gotta switch over. Because right now, I mean, I'm so used to using Codex. Like Codex has been so good. 5.5 was amazing. Even when 4.8 came out, I was using 4.8 and I was using 5.5 and I was like, 5.5 is just a beast, mate. It's just a beast, except currently at the moment, I don't know, it's looking like it might have been nerfed. Maybe they're about to release a new model. Let's see. Is there a merge while I was working? So this is now a separate follow-up. Please push and merge. The error is from runtime update landing while ACE was starting. Immediate fix, fully quit and reopen it. The local production build serves correctly. Okay, let's see. Let's try this again. Yo, okay. This is working. Now let's continue with Google. It's saying complete Google sign in my browser. What? Rather than opening the link inside of the app, can it just open a new tab in the user's browser? That allows them to sign in. Because I don't like this. Usually I've got all my accounts saved and stuff. It's easy, but through here, the screenshot shows the Google auth page rendered in an ACE-sized window, which means the auth URL is not reliably going through the OS browser path. I'm checking the Electron. In an ACE-sized window. Nice. Oh my god. Claude would like to access data from other apps. When user decides to log in with Google, it needs to open up inside of whatever browser that they use, because that's going to have all their saved login information. So it makes it really easy to log in. I was using Cursor previously, but I haven't tested Codex yet. After using workflows for mega prompts, Claude Code hasn't let me down yet. Okay, interesting. It feels like OpenAI models got dumb over the past month. I don't know. The Opus 4.8 workflow feature with your multi-model app you're building might actually be OP. Not that I think about it. Not that I think of it, or now that I think about it. Yeah, I mean, I see that actually. I see that. I need to make sure that damn, it's asking me for a lot of permissions. I kind of messed up. I should have turned permissions to auto approve. Which one is it? Auto update config run skill. It's neither of those. Jeez. How many of these freaking... Oh my god, how many of these am I freaking... I messed up. Yeah, auto mode right here, far out. It's because I was in plan mode. This is hurting my brain. Yo, Suv, what's good, bro? How's your 3D room scanning going? Currently just working on my app, Ace, which is going to be launching very soon, hopefully this week. Push and merge, pushed and merged, cool. Replace Ace logo everywhere, cool. This is chugging along. You have to click plan, then change it there. the thing is, I want it to go on plan mode. So I don't want it to like, I want it to plan first. So yeah, I kind of messed up. Alright, screw it. Bypass permissions. Of course. Allow bypass permissions mode. Enable remote control by default. Yes. Draw attention notification. Okay, done. Back here. Is it just gonna work on the next? Dude, I messed up big time. Okay, cool. It's working now. Jesus Christ, man. Never doing plan mode again. It's literally unusable. You know Bibex real estate agency, gonna go there. I made him a website the other day. Yo, all right, good luck, bro. Good luck with that shit. You have to let me know how it goes. That's pretty cool, bro. Have you tested it out yet? Like in your own house? Like the what was it? 3D room, like Gaussian splatting or something? I forgot what it was called. Hey Doobs, I heard you talking about the -P changes, but I checked again and it's only effective starting on June 15. That's why you can't find your dedicated usage right now. Oh, really? Is that true? Hang on a second. But I'm pretty sure if I go like this, hey. Sign into Claude, okay. So I'm just an idiot is what you're telling me. I'm just a complete idiot is what you're telling me, Neutronic. Hey, Suv, speak of the devil, bro. See that? Come and do. Alright. I think let's use Claude Opus 4.8 as default for now. Extra high. We can go ultra, maybe go extra high. Let's try this. Hey, what are you working on today? To follow dual code runtime. Cool. You're working now. Review. Can I remove? Let's go Claude. Can you review as to why Claude may not be working inside of the Ace app? And just see if everything here was done correctly. What's your normal monthly maintenance for apps that you build into production before they become profitable? I don't think we have enough data right now for me to say specifically, but I'll give you an answer when this goes live. Of course not. So many things change day by day with Claude. It's hard to remember everything. I also thought it was starting sooner. Yeah, I swear, I thought it said like the start of June or something, but mid-June's not bad. It means we just gotta pump our Claude subscriptions in the meantime. I found a critical looking detail. The API key path passes. Okay, see? All right, let's go Opus, man. Maybe we switch everything to Opus. I think that might be the plan. What business am I currently working on? I'm working on Ace, which is my agentic coding environment. Anyone can come in and just connect different agent models together and build cool stuff. Opus 4.8 for the win. I mean, let's see. I'm gonna keep using it for the rest of the stream, and let's see how we go. Let's check my usage for just that little amount that I've already done. We're at 6%. Okay. What about Codex? We're already at 47%. Jesus Christ. Yeah, something's definitely gone wrong. Something with Codex feels deeply troubling. Usually we're nowhere near the part 50%. We're usually at 70% around this time. Very strange. All right, I'm gonna merge this. Okay, so we got a few different updates coming. I might just quit this and restart it once these, so I can kind of process the new updates. I would definitely use Ace. I was building my own Javas to connect everything, but it got so annoying that I just stopped, and I'm in it in IT. I would imagine the average AI user is not doing that. 100%, man. That's exactly my thought process entirely when building Ace. Like, the whole reason I built Ace was like, I remember when I first started Vibecoding as a non-technical person, I had no freaking idea what I was doing. And so people are talking about like the Ralph Wiggum loop. People are talking about Andre Karpathy's auto researcher skill. And I'm like, I don't know what any of this shit is. And I feel like I'm left out. So what I kind of want to build is an environment where anyone can kind of come in and create this space that is, you know, a little bit more accessible to people who aren't aware of all these intricacies and terminologies. You know what I mean? Like, it took me a very long time to get to where I am today, and I just wish that I had a tool like this when I first started out. And I think the ability to use your own subscription is really powerful, because all these tools, like when I was using Replit, they're all using off the Claude API and all these different API keys. So you're paying the API bill. So what the plan is with Ace is that it uses your native CLI. So obviously Claude's new update, but you're still going to be able to use it using your Claude subscription, because it's just a different pool. So it's not that it doesn't work entirely. It still functions the way I want it to. Same with Codex. Same with Gemini. They all come through with your subscription, which is really important. I'll just say merge. I don't even think the PR is there, but I'll merge it. All right, let's see if the login worked. I'm gonna go ahead and just go local only. All right, let's open up Ace and see if we fixed it. Review Claude. Implement gaps on this branch. then merge to main. I will say, if PR is already merged, then don't worry about it. Continue with Google. Nice. It opened the sign in for me. Let's go ahead and sign in. Boom. I signed in. Nothing seems to have happened. I signed in, however, nothing seems to have happened inside of the app. Also worth noting that it shows this URL and it's not a very pretty URL. Is it possible to change it to the actual ACE, build with ACE domain? Okay, so the sign is not working. I don't know if it's my ADHD, but I don't know if I could keep my mind with all those threads working at the same time on different things and stay focused all session long. You're good, man. Bro, it's a skill. I'll tell you that much. My ADHD cooks me. You just kind of gotta have like strings of thoughts, I've noticed. So you split up your thoughts into like these different sections and you've got like, okay, ACE sign in URL. Like I'm just gonna fully let AI handle this. All I'm gonna do is say, okay. Replace ACE logo. I'm just gonna let AI handle it and I'm just gonna come in and just make sure, all I gotta do is click buttons, realistically. Like, even though there's all these different threads here, I just gotta come in and click a bunch of buttons. The only real time I actually need to think is when I'm either writing the prompt at the very start or there's a bug that I need to like fix. Those are the only two times I really need to think. Other than that, all I'm doing is clicking buttons. Like, yep, looks good, review. I don't check any code. I don't really do anything like that. I'm non-technical at the end of the day. There's only so much I can do. Looking at it, a bunch of code, it's not gonna help me. Thanks, Mowall. Appreciate it, bro. Try the app link before reading. See, you should use a query string, but I'm tightening it so the page preserves both query and hash before opening ACE. Also improving the app side of the fallback. If Supabase returns an auth error, ACE will show. Let me see. Second trigger is Google showing the Supabase project host as the auth target, not ACE branding. That is usually controlled by Supabase auth domain configuration, not just the UI, React UI. Yep. Callback handlers using the deep link correctly and whether we need a hosted ACE domain callback bridge instead. Runtime asks Supabase to redirect directly to that can work, but it gives Supabase Google an unbranded auth surface and makes failures harder to see. I'm looking for the hosted billing API code now. I'm on branch. okay. Let me check if this is continuing. It is. Do you take... Haha, I was using the gauge splatting for the equipment in the gym, heading out to Euro soon, so I'll be scanning over there. That's pretty cool. Do you take Vyvanse or ADHD meds, bro? I could not focus on this shit. I actually don't. I'm cooked when it comes to focus, but I've been trying to you know, meditate and shit to like teach myself to focus better. But yeah, I always try and look for the natural. I mean, Adderall, I've tried it, worked like a charm. I just don't want to like do too much of it and then I just build a tolerance. Like I've got that with energy drinks right now. I drink energy drinks when I really need to lock in, and I'm just like, dude, I'm building a tolerance now. I used to just drink half a white Monster and I was like ready for the day. Now I gotta drink a whole ass white Monster and I'm like barely getting there. I'm locked out of my own app right now because I can't fix the freaking login. It's so funny. Bro, Adderall is amazing. I think businessmen try to gatekeep it because it gives you that locked in mode. Bro, I feel that. Only issue I find with Vibecoding is... Yo, why'd you delete the message, bro? I'm barely listening, but I heard Monster, and to that I say coffee. Bro, I have a coffee in the morning. The Monster is for when I'm trying to work late at night, actually. I'll probably have a Monster around like 4 or 5 p.m. and that'll lock me in until like 10, 11, 12 if I'm doing late nights. Suv, why'd you delete your message, bro? Don't be a little bitch, yeah? The tweet and deleters. You're a tweet and deleter, aren't you, Suv? I already know. Suv's a tweet and deleter. Yup, and not good when baked. Too much heart awareness. I feel that. Too much heart awareness. That's a good way to put it. Dude, if you ever need coffee, you know I'm your guy. Yeah, I know, bro. I know. Of course. Who else would I ask? Well, you know, I got people in the chat. I got Tim. He says I need a coffee sponsor, bro. So, hey, if you want to sponsor the live streams, let me know, man. Let me know. I think we're done with Claude design for now. All no one knows. AI no one knows. Hey bro, you're asking the wrong person about not to smoke weed, bro. Sliphorn the biggest weed smoker I know, bro. Yo, everyone hustling inside of the co-vibing chat. It's pretty cool. If I was to just type in my email here, what happens? So I get a sign in link. This link expires. Checking account access. Against a subscription database. Interesting. Maybe I removed this option. Let me see if I can fix. Currently, when signing in with Google OAuth, it shows this like ugly link to Supabase database. And is it possible to change that to our custom domain link? Merge. What I was saying before is the problem I have with vibe coding is debugging. So having a base knowledge in coding definitely helps. I don't know how you debug without knowing code. I mean, right now, sort of the agents are so good that you can just prompt the agent what you see visually and just be like, yo, look, when I press this button, it's meant to open up this page, except it shows this error. And then I'll take a screenshot, just post it in the chat, and then it'll just go and work away, and then I'll try again. Maybe it happens again, new error pops up, I show that. And it's just this process of just, picture you're ironing out like a shirt, and all you're doing is you're just ironing the shirt like over and over again until there's literally no crinkles left. So you iron it one time, there's 3 crinkles left. Iron it 2 times, there's 2 crinkles left. And then you keep doing it, and then the shirt's fully ironed. Same with vibe coding. You keep debugging it if you're non-technical, and you just ask the AI to do its thing, and then you get there. Will the Ace app have the ability to use talking models somehow where it can talk back, or is that too much? I mean, eventually. So we've got this list of future updates that I'm working on: skills implementation, task panel, making the output more aesthetic, implement auto app factory feature. Like, there's updates that I plan to make. But right now, to prevent scope creep and just to get the app live, I've created a checklist, and I'm only focusing on this checklist because if I don't do this checklist, then the app's going to take forever to launch. So yeah. I've created a feature where you can talk with the mic and send prompts, but the agents don't talk back to you. No. Damn, I'll have to look at Adderall. I want to do so much things, but can't keep the focus on, so I don't get anything done at the end. Bro, I feel that, man. I always found, like, depending on the task, there's like always this barrier at the start, right? When you're doing that task. So usually I'll find, after the live streams, I usually grab lunch. When I grab lunch, I'll watch a bit of YouTube on my couch, and I'll find that the barrier for me to get up off my couch and then go continue working is quite strong. But once I break that barrier, it's really easy. So it's almost like this, like, you just got to get up and do it, because once you get into flow state, once you actually like are able to do the thing, then it becomes easier. And the more you do that, the easier it becomes. Makes sense. Just ship updates as you go. Fair enough. I feel you, man. I'm getting a new prescription soon. Just also make sure to not overthink it. I know that's hard, but when you take Adderall, your brain learns to adapt to focus. Yo, do you get like a tolerance to Adderall though? Like, the more you take, the less it affects you, kind of thing? diet is everything as well. Add it to the list. I mean, the thing is, I don't think it's that important. If I'm being honest, Mo Wall. I don't know. I don't know if I want my agent talking back to me. Because you got to picture this, right? What do you do if the prompt is really long? Like, look at this prompt that I have right here. See how long this prompt is? The agent will literally say, implemented the callback fix and opened a PR, branch, doobie boobie, commit, blah, 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 PR, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't want an agent talking to me like that, you know? And if you know, you know how slow agents talk. So you're then going to have to sit there for a minute while the agent is rambling all this BS when you could have just quickly looked at it and be like, oh, yep, cool, next. It's equivalent to when you've got your headphones in and someone calls you on your iPhone and you haven't saved the number. So Siri goes, the number 04557301, and you're just like, just shut up, man. I don't need to know the number. You know what I mean? Like, I actually don't like the AI voice idea, Mo Wall. Agree. I spent 3 hours just working straight on my app today. It took a bit to sit in front of my laptop to get at it, but got rolling once I was seated. Exactly. You just got to get started. But once you start, it's like a different experience. I heard you have a uni degree. What did you study in? I studied in international business. Probably the most useless degree you could possibly study. Yes, it's possible the correct fix to Superbase auth behind a custom Superbase domain. For example, screen is showing because Google Auth is being initiated through Superbase's default. What we need to do. Can you do all the Cloudflare Superbase stuff and I'll do the Google Auth stuff? All right, I got to go into Google Auth. Add the authorized redirect URL. Copy link. All right, give me 1 second, guys. I got to lock in. I hate working on Google Cloud because it's so confusing. Now, if I go into API and services, then I go into credentials, and then inside of OAuth settings, then I need to add this URL. Authorized redirects. It's already added, actually. I tried to do it, but there are 2 account level blockers. Superbase custom domain add-ons is not enabled. Custom domain add-on. So I'm in here. Just in case I leak something, I'm gonna just chuck it on my second screen. Well, I was thinking like Java's type of feeling where it gives you like a handoff type of feeling. I don't know. I mean, potentially. I feel you. I get where you're coming from, Mowal. Well, now you're a really good manager of multiple AI agents. Hee, that's actually great. I mean, that's true. That's true. The thing is, I feel like you learn so much more just being on the ground, doing it yourself. You feel? I need to go into auth. So it says I need to go into Superbase custom domain add-on is not enabled. So where would that be? Custom domains. I gotta upgrade to Pro. Screw it. Ah, that's why. Okay. Alright, so I can't do it. I can't do a custom domain because I need the Pro plan for Superbase. So maybe we'll do that once the app is live. That is so lame, dude. Alright. Logo not being used in the login screen. Also, this login screen, like, it shouldn't have this sign in to unlock ACE. Also, the login screen shouldn't have the sign in to unlock ACE or use the same account you used to buy ACE text. All that should be removed. All right, let's see if this works. Continue with Google. Signing in. I'm in. Nothing is happening with the login. Okay, well that's kind of annoying. Let me try Opus. Let me try through here. Currently, when I click the continue with Google option inside of my app login and I sign in with Google through my browser, nothing happens. I still am stuck on this screen. All right, let's see. And I think you're Australian. I'm kind of surprised. I don't know if it's just me, but you don't have a thick Aussie accent. Don't want to generalize here, me doing it. You reckon? I don't think I have like a super thick accent, but it's definitely noticeable. But yeah, even when I hear a super thick Aussie accent, I'm like, yo, what the hell? What is that? I don't even know if I have an accent, to be honest. Like, do you reckon I have an accent? I don't think I have an accent. Like, if someone was to say what accent I had, I don't know what they would say. Maybe Canadian? Nah, not Canadian, actually. Not like the strong Canadian accent. Sup, bro? I just joined your school. Let's go. Let me accept you right now. Yo, join the school, guys, if you haven't already. It's a free community. Every Thursday, we do a live Q&A for an hour where you can just come in and we can just talk and you can show us your project and I'll give you feedback and stuff like that. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely join the school. First link in the description. I found the failure is currently a 404. So after Google finishes, the browser has nowhere valid to hand back to Ace. Local running app is also still exposing the other older direct config. So I'm going to deploy the latest worker and then check the callback route again. I'm not changing application code. Deployment is running now. After it finishes, I'll hit the live callback URL and the billing config endpoint to confirm the public site is serving the latest auth flow. Cool. I want to see how CoinMan 2 works, understand it. Yeah, so you must have watched the recent video that I posted. It's just inside of here. If you go into Classrooms, if you go into Claude Code and Skills Mastery, under Make Money with Claude, you'll see it here, $1 million polymarket trading bot stack. You'll be able to click this Google Doc and see it. The build includes now, which is the missing page. The worker deploy step is still uploading through Wrangler. Once it returns, I'll verify the live domain instead of trusting the build output. Cool. All good, Bullet. I'd say you have a bit of a Canada mixed with a bit of UK, aka more classic English. Damn, you think I'm hanging with the Mandem? You think I'm hanging out with the Mandem? That's funny. Yeah, I don't know why I don't have a strong Aussie accent. I mean, to be fair, the area that I grew up in, it's not very like we're pretty, I'd say, like where you really hear the Aussie accent is like outback Aussie, like out in the desert. If you go to like Sydney, if you go to like these main kind of hotspots, Sydney, Canberra, Melbourne, you're not going to hear that really strong accent as much. I think it depends where you are in Australia. Merge. Fixed billing plan. The main issue is local runtime restart. Your installed Ace app has already downloaded the latest runtime. Okay, so let's just close this. Let's see if this works. I'll say merge. Even the Ace app let me actually check. Composer. What was the app that I used to build the logo? I used it to build the original logo. Let me see. Apple logo app. What was it called? Icon Composer. Icon. Where'd it go? Might need to re-download it. Can it open HTML? Okay, no, it can't. It can't open HTML. Okay, can it do PDF? Wait, what? What format does this need? I just say new document. And then can I just drag this in here? New image. Okay, it needs to be a PDF works as well. Let me try that. Claude design. See you, doobs. I'll catch you up. Peace out, Suv. You should use a fire crawl MCP for design. This way, when you tell Claude to fix a page based off the external resources, it visits like Figma. That's cool. That's a good tip. Might have to try that out. Yeah, I had a colleague in Australia, a remote company, and he had this really thick accent with the stereotypical today and everything else. As a French Canadian, I had some hard times with it. Bro, I feel you. Even for me, it can be tricky. What do you reckon is the hardest accent to understand when they're speaking English? It's an interesting question. Let me open up Ace, see if it works now. Hey, it worked. Ooh, logo's looking clean. Does that look like the logo? It doesn't look like the logo, dude. What the hell? Why does it look different? This is not the app logo. This is the Spade logo. This is the Ace logo. We need to be pixel perfect, okay? We can't just have a random spade and call it the Ace logo. No, it needs to look exactly like this. All right, we're in. Let me continue with Google. Hopefully this works. 5th time's a charm, as they say. Opening Ace. If Ace did not open automatically, use the button below. Yeah, it's not working. Okay. The opening Ace screen pops up. However, nothing showing on the actual application. I am still in the continue with Google login screen for the Ace application. Meaning that, you know, the app is already open. It's just a matter of verifying that when it takes me to the Google Auth and I sign in with my Google account, it registers that the account that I have is a paying subscriber and then lets me into the app. Right now, none of that is happening. All that is occurring is the Google Auth sign in happens, and then when I sign in with my email account, nothing happens. The login page is as is. There's definitely a disconnect there. The Toronto accent is super confusing in my opinion. Wait until you hear the Montreal one with a few French phrasing in the background. Oh yeah. Got to start treating Doob like he's an AI agent. Give me the top 5 ways to make money with Claude. Go. Yeah, for real. Dead ass. Yeah, bro, I got you, man. Make no mistakes. Build me $1 billion company. Chucking music back on. Man, there's nothing we can do until we freaking fix this login. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna try Opus, see if it fixes it. Has the protocol registered in, but the installed desktop shell is still version and was built before that metadata existed. This cannot ship as a runtime only update. The fix is a new desktop release because macOS URL schema bundle not in the downloaded next. There is no desktop release tag, not even main is already at app. Includes the protocol declaration. I'm going to publish the missing desktop release tag from build a new ACE app bundle with the URL scheme macOS needs. Perfect. The tag push is in progress. Once GitHub accepts it, I'll watch the desktop release workflow and then verify the release asset exists. The desktop release tag is pushed. I'm waiting on the GitHub workflow now. The release asset is not there yet, which is expected right after pushing the tag. The desktop workflow is running for commit. This one runs lint and builds, publishes the Mac app. Okay, cool. So this should close and reopen. If this closes and reopens, that tells me they've reinstalled the app. Seems you've been stuck on 47K for a while. Could you sum up why? Yeah, of course, man. So I've just been working on this app called Ace, which has been taking a long time. Before Ace, I was working on Autonomous App Factory, which was also taking a long time. So I've just been kind of spending a lot of time building things that I haven't released yet. And so that's kind of why the number has stayed at 47K. I built Ore Miner, which brought in $37,000 of that. But due to crypto crashing, Ore Miner was a crypto project. Due to crypto crashing, it was kind of like a quick up, and then I just didn't make any money after that. So that's kind of why we're at $47,000 and we haven't made any more money. So hopefully once we launch Ace, that changes, and we've actually got MRR coming in. That's kind of the big thing that I want to focus on. All these apps up until now, they haven't been MRR focused, subscription based. This is my first subscription based app. So we're going to see if that helps bring in consistent revenue. But as you can see, we've got a launch checklist here. Once we tick everything off of this launch checklist, we will be launching Ace. And you know, it sucks that we've been like stagnant for so long, but that's just part of building in public as well. I've realized, you know, like it's not all sunshine and rainbows. This is real life. You can't make this shit up. And if anything, it goes to show that I'm not faking it, because at the end of the day, I could have easily smudged the numbers around and like made it look like I've made a lot more money than I actually have. But you know, obviously I haven't done that. And that's kind of why I've been stuck on this number for so long, because, you know, even if you go back on the days where I made the amount of money that I did, I always verify everything, right? I show you guys the screenshots. I show you guys like everything, right? So if the number increases, the first thing you're going to see is a striped dashboard saying X amount. You know what I mean? I don't have that striped dashboard right now. So yeah. Quality over quantity, exactly. So patiently waiting. Which is part of that, will add that protocol handler to the actual bundle. Okay, cool. Cool. We can kind of just wait a second here. We've got the save as PDF tab should have opened. Control P and save as PDF. Okay. While this is loading, we can kind of work on our app, which we've downloaded here. It should load, right? Yay, there we go. So probably increase the size of this. Looks clean. Liquid glass. If we were to turn this off. Oh, maybe I don't like liquid glass. Blend mode. Let's try darken. Multiply. Plus. Normal. Lighten. Overlay. Plus slider, hard light, soft screen. I mean, none of these are working. Normal, solid, gradient, automatic, none. Okay, this kind of helps a little bit. Boom. That's in the middle. That's center. How do I save this? I'm thinking without liquid glass, to be honest. Mono. These are interesting. Default, dark. Effects. Maybe I think I like this. Might lock this in. Mono. Alright. It looks more like 3D when it's like this. All right, let's export this. Share, export. Size. What should macOS app icon size be? 1024, 1024, okay. Ace logo. That means no application knows how to open. I found the actual root cause. Google and Supabase are working now. I confirmed this directly. No application. That means the browser callback page says opening Ace, but macOS cannot publish the missing desktop release. No Mac Ace, use the app menu, check for updates, let it install. Okay. Jesus. Got this error with the check for updates. Always an issue, always an issue, man. Every little thing, it's just one small step and then you walk back 5 steps. One small step, walk back 5. Can we change the app icon to this new icon? Can you re-download the Ace app and update it to the newest update possible? Yeah. GPT 5.5 confirmed shitting the bed. We're having to switch to Opus for everything. Now, quit the running ACE app gracefully. This interrupts active ACE sessions briefly, then verify it has fully exited. What's my Codex usage at? 30%. Claude is at 22%. Okay, nice. The build is signed with com.duocode.app, and you know this is an issue because we've changed the name to Ace now. It's been ages since we've changed the name to Ace, and I'd like to be able to, wherever possible, remove all association of the duocode name. Let's see if this works. Signing in with Google, open Ace. Yes, it worked. Nice. We're in. Nice, we're in. Let's go. Let's go. Let's freaking go. All right, well, I guess that works. Let's go ahead and tick it off the box, baby. URL plus backend server. Tick. This one took ages, but I am officially ticking it off. Boom. Now, canceled subscriptions end at the cancellation date. User can't use app. Okay. So we need to test out this section now. So let's quit. Let me see if I can log out. There needs to be a log out function. I've just realized. No ability to log out. Inside settings, can we add the ability to log out of the app? Damn, Ace now looks really impressive and cool. Damn, thanks, Emilio. Appreciate it, bro. We are so close. Can you review the entire ACE code base and make sure there are no issues or findings that you may have? We're looking to do a deep dive into everything and fix anything that might be broken, overcomplicated. We don't want to now fundamentally break the app, okay? But the aim is to fix any loose ends, any double duplicate codes. We just want to clean the code base up without breaking anything. I did not start editing because this is 290 references and several are load bearing in ways that can break installed apps or orphan your data. Let's just focus on category A. All user-facing names should be ACE. The app is called ACE. What's Ultra Code? Ultra Code is Claude's latest maximum effort capability, which will let you run 100 AI agents simultaneously to get your job done. Feel free to learn more about it in this video I made. This one right here. Claude Dynamic Workflows explained in 5 minutes. This is a really good video on the topic. You should check it out. This is a large code base, 67,000 lines of source plus tests. Let me establish a baseline by checking whether it currently lints, type checks and tests cleanly, and check for tooling readiness. Nice. See the logo here. What the hell is that? The logo has this weird square background around it. Like it should just be the Ace logo on a transparent background. Should be the spade icon. I've actually given up on GPT 5.5. It's hurting my brain too much. There is this weird white background around the Ace logo, and I hate it. Also, the logo is not actually resemblant of the actual handoff that I provided. Here is the Ace logo. The spade should be on a transparent background. So we need to incorporate the spade everywhere as the logo. So wherever there was a logo in the app that is front facing, also on the landing page, we should incorporate this new logo. You like the video? Cheers, Emilio. Continue. I'll just say merge. Let's check onboarding. I wanted to build that Pomodoro timer. Let me just review. Can we incorporate more pink? Actually, let me cancel. Can we incorporate more pink? I just want to check if the Claude is working. The menu is slightly see-through and it just looks messy. push, merge. This was regarding. Yep. Okay. Token access. Can you confirm that this was implemented correctly into the app, especially if the user has not paid yet? It shows this page that redirects them to the website. Hope the build and open work on all of stuff. Same, bro. Same. Wow, this is cool. So Claude has taken control of my Chrome browser to create a vector of the Ace logo. Now it's close, but not 100%. I don't mind it though. It's close enough. Pretty cool. Hope to build. Do you still use CoinMan 2? What do you mean? I don't use CoinMan 2. Ooh, candidate B is pretty clean. Oh, nice. Added pink to the website. Let me just verify that Ace worked. Yes, please approve the file right permission so I can pink color scheme. Alright, there's a few things we need to fix. Can you please review Claude and how it is involved inside of the Ace app right now? Because currently if you look at its output, it says, please approve the file write permission so I can update the CSS with the pink color scheme. But if you compare its response to the other agents in the team, the other agents are following their role as the plan agent and as the build agent. But the research agent, Claude, is not following its role and it's asking to update the CSS. So that tells me that Claude is not fully connected into what is going on inside of Ace. So can we look into what is actually happening here and fix it? I'm curious what your typical day looks like. What's your work philosophy? I wake up around 7. I live. Oh, what's going on here? You've hit your session limit. No way. Did I actually? Dude, no way I hit it. Ultra code will just burn through your... Damn. That's all because of ultra code, man. Jesus. Far out. I'll have to wait. Oh my god. Damn, that means I can't even do anything. I mean, that's what happens when you use ultra code, I guess. Ooh, they got the logo right though. Oh wait, wrong page. Yeah, I wake up. I usually live stream around 8, and I'll try and do at least three hours plus of live streaming. Then I'll grab lunch, chill out for an hour, because I feel like you need to break it up. And then usually I'll just pump out like YouTube videos or scripting or whatever. And some days I obviously work more, some days are a bit more chill. I like to kind of like do like one day I'm like working a lot, so maybe I'll work till like 8, 9, 10 p.m. And then another day I'll finish up at like 5 or 6 p.m. Then the next day I work until 8, 9, 10 p.m., 5, 6 p.m. And I kind of just do that interval, and it works well for me. But yeah, I've run out of my Claude usage limits. I don't really want to use Codex. We're on 24% with Codex too. So yeah, I think I'm going to end the stream here, guys. I literally can't do anything now. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Thanks for joining. We are very close to launching, man. We literally just need to do a couple of things and we're live. So yeah, I hope you guys are as excited as I am. There's a link in the description if you want to sign up and be one of the first people to test this thing. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, Emilio. Peace out, Neutronic. I'll catch you all later. Bye, bye, bye.